please welcome to the Leon Loft and Acoustic Cafe, Houndmouth. So now we have another couple of songs that we're going to get to. First, I want to ask, are you all still based in Indiana? You've stayed, which is good.
Stayed. Haven't made the trek out to L.A. yet.
All right. Okay.
No, that's not really happening.
It's not going to happen.
No.
It might for me. I love LA.
Fair enough. There are a lot of nice places in the world. Indiana happens to be one of them. but what I was going to ask, though, there is this thing, and I mentioned it right at the top. I love talking to other Midwestern folks. It's great. The last, actually, I had the opportunity to is I had to go to Nashville to talk to him, Pokey Lafarge. But there's a common sense approach to songwriting It seems to come from Midwest writers, whether we're talking about the Hold Steady or the classic rockers of old, or the Replacements or the Jayhawks or whatever. There just seems to be a real straightforwardness to songwriting. No
definitely.
BS, right?
Like a logical, like I feel like the words mostly, all the lyrics kind of just make sense, I when I think of it, I think of John Prine mostly, but he was like
Chicago?
completely magical. Yeah, he had that vagueness too that was really awesome. That you knew he was making sense, but you didn't quite know why. But it was kind of funny and charming. Yeah,
Killer sense of humor.
Yeah.
And again, like not heavy on metaphor, although it was sly on metaphor. Like it's that kind of writing, which just happens by being in towns with people who are doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's being in towns with people going through seasonal depression. And, yeah.
And we're all in great moods today because we're coming out of it on a day like this. At the same time, this band has allowed you to kind of go all over the world. Is it hard to come home?
No.
You're on vacation at home.
Like everything else just gets shut out and it's
Somewhat.
simple.
I mean, yeah. Being on the road is amazing. Like you said, takes us all around the world, and it's like I would never give that up. But to be home and to be familiar and to be surrounded by, your family. You kind of a week of your family is usually good. Like not like immediate family, but you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, you better save your ass right now.
let me try to backtrack a little bit here. It's getting a little warm.
We're just saying.
We're not live now, so you can say
yeah.
whatever you want. I'll cut out whatever you want.
Oh yeah. It's nice to be surrounded by couch cushions too.
Yeah. What's the thing you miss the most when you're out on the road? When you think about home, like, is there? I mean, you could be anywhere. When you're in New Zealand, and you're going, boy, what I really miss is
Bed.
bed.
My bed. I messed up and bought myself a really nice bed.
Right before
It's
going out on tour.
the bunk on the bus is mattress yay thick. But that's what I miss.
Yeah. I just had a little girl recently. I miss.
Oh,
This
yeah.
Little girl and the woman.
Hardest thing ever. That's
Yeah,
the hardest
well-
thing ever.
Yeah, definitely. I think, she, my girlfriend, to stay at home and, raise this human, that takes the strongest person.
Yeah.
So that's, motivation for me. Keep going. And she's super supportive.
How old now?
9 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll get you. We'll get you home.
Yeah.
So Matt definitely just made you look even worse. You're like, a week home from my family. It's too much now.
All right. What do you want to do next?
This is called My Cousin Greg.
My cousin Greg, well, he's a greedy son of a bitch. He's making his way from Florida up to LA. Ooh. He left the Tropicana and passed through Louisiana. He laughs hard and carries on, but he can barely stay. Through his charismatic for a day. Well, I said, lady, where'd you go last night? He says, I don't know, but I woke up with a pocket full of loot. If you wanna live a good life, well, you better stay away from the limelight. If you wanna live a good life, well, you better stay away from the Hey Greg, where'd one of your shoes go? He looked at me and said, that's not important.